Board of County Commissioners 9 session. We'll have Brother John to say the prayer and followed with the pledge.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
And good morning, Lord. We're grateful once again to be here in paradise. And we ask that you always keep us mindful of our responsibility for keeping your paradise to your honor and to your glory. Now bless us, Lord. Bless our commissioners. We're grateful, Lord, for their willingness to step forward and to assume the leadership positions in this county. And we're especially grateful that Commissioners Massey and Commissioners Parrish have agreed to serve another year as chair and vice chair of this important commission. Now bless us, Lord, as we consider the issues before us. Give us the wisdom, give us the courage to respond for the greater good. So to you be the glory, the honor, and the praise. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We have the minutes this morning.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Have the payment of the bills.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're going to present a plaque to Mr. Ricky Rickard this morning. You come forward, Rick.
Sir, we have a resolution of recognition for you. Whereas Robert Rickards was born on March 25th, 1960, like yesterday, huh? And whereas Robert Rickards began his career with Franklin County on November 10th in the year 1980 at that young age of 21. And whereas Mr. Robert Rickards first worked on a labor crew, then as an inmate supervisor, and finally as a truck driver. And whereas Mr. Robert Rickards worked days and instructed martial arts at night in order to care for his young family, his wife Sandy and his son Joey. And whereas Mr. Robert Rickards throughout his career has worked under the direction of Superintendents Mr. Prentice Crum, Mr. Hubert Chipman, and currently with Mr. Howard Neighbors. And whereas Mr. Robert Rickards has served Franklin County for 35 years and has been a hardworking, loyal employee, going above and beyond the job requirements. And whereas the Franklin County Board of County Commissioners would like to extend its thanks for a job well done and wishes Mr. Robert Rickards the best in his retirement. And whereas the Franklin County Board of County Commission recognizes Robert Rickards for his outstanding service to Franklin County. And now therefore, the Franklin County Board of County Commission issues this resolution of appreciation to Robert Rickards on this first day of December 2015. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
I have to say, Ricky Rickards is one of the most precious people I've ever known in my life. He is exemplary. He is the example for a good father and a good husband and a good friend. And we wish him well. It's not going to be easy to replace you. We never will be able to replace you, Ricky. But you enjoy this time that you have on earth. You've worked hard for it, and you deserve it.
Ricky's one of the best workers that's ever been with Franklin County.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the best.
Have fun.
Mr. Howard Neighbors.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
I've worked almost 29 years with Ricky, and I've never heard him say nothing bad about nobody, or he's always done whatever, he's told to do, never complained, and we're going to miss him. So,
Oh, you gonna miss Ricky?
yes, sir.
I tell you,
Yeah.
ain't
Yes,
a
sir.
person that at that road department just about, he just
Yes,
tends
sir.
his own business and goes right on.
That's right. And I got on our milled asphalt that we hauled 82 loads of milled asphalt, which will be distributed out to the county from Modena that they have.
Okay. Was it good asphalt, or milled
It
asphalt?
was fair. I mean,
It
I
wasn't the
think
big chunky stuff?
some of it was and some of it wasn't,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Okay.
And our bridge right here, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, we
which
have
is,
Okay, the good, it's in Michael's report, so I won't step
Yeah.
on his toes here. The good news is, we did get an accident report on Bluff Road, so we are looking for restitution out of the guy who wiped out that guardrail. We have another guardrail,
Up there on my end.
67, that we don't have an accident report on.
Walnut Creek.
Walnut Creek. So and unfortunately, this is a heavy-duty guardrail, you know, old style DOT type guardrail, so it's gonna be expensive to replace.
which we called Highway Patrol, Sheriff's Department, nobody happened about.
It had to
3
have
weeks
been
ago.
something big to knock it back. Remember, I brought it to y'all's attention when we brought up about the Bluff Road. that
Wherever
somebody
it-
messed
that's
up.
tore up.
That's why-
Yes, sir, it's total.
Yeah.
That's at
go.
Walnut Creek on the Highway 67 at the county line up there. But we're gonna have it done.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So we'll get with Clay and see if there's some design, you know, see what we need to, what parts we need to put back.
Do we have our liability insurance? Can we,
Well, there's nobody to go after. I mean, it's, well, I asked, but usually, you know, you're looking for someone who caused the accident to go after them.
yeah. Because, I mean, it knocked all of it out. Like I said, I think it's one of those big trucks hit it or something, coming down the
It was big enough they
67.
kept going.
I'll go ahead and make a motion that we look into the cost of repairing that, and also check into our insurance company and seeing what available monies we may have through the insurance company, and I'll put that in form of a motion.
Have a motion on the floor.
Second.
Have a second. All in favor?
Uh,
All opposed? Motion carries. Howard, did you want us to make a motion this morning to put up for rehire for the job of Ricky's
Yes, sir, inmate supervisor.
inmate supervisor?
Yes, sir.
So move.
Have a motion second on the floor. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. And the light on St. George Island, we pulling up some of them lights, we pulled up maybe 25 of them, and we got all that rain, it was kind of real wet, and we was, you know, messing up the shoulders and stuff, so hopefully this week it should be dried out enough we can get started back on them, to get them up.
Another thing too, this morning I called, I couldn't get a hold of you, so I called Tommy. And we've had discussions or phone calls from people about the Carabel Evergreen Cemetery on the back side of the old park. They're using the four-wheel drives up there on them graves again. And
have
so
mercy.
we've got some of the concrete barricades up there on the back side. We just need to extend them back down on that high hill part.
Okay.
So Tommy said that he thought y'all have some. You should
Yeah.
have some over the state yard. That's what
I think we got some in East Point there at the
Okay.
shop right here. We got a
Hopefully you
bunch.
do.
But if we don't, I got 3 cover pipes out at the city yard. The thing just run by, the old cement cover pipes, we pick them up, just set them right there. They,
Okay.
I think they're 20 foot long.
You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to do something that keeps them four-wheel drives
Yeah,
off the
that-
graves up there until the city of Carabel can do something about
Well,
it.
we put a bunch up before, them concrete bumpers at the cemetery, so,
Another thing I
We'll-
need to say, Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind, I've been getting a lot of complaints on the mosquitoes, and I know that there has been some spraying, but they're awful.
they tear everywhere, they tear.
They're awful. And I mean, I've had 5 or 6 phone calls over the weekend. So if you can ask DeWitt to bump it up a little bit.
I
and
sure
to-
do it, but I know they sprayed Sunday and they sprayed last night, so.
Okay, so
they do
they'll
it.
get back on the regular schedule again now that the mosquitoes are bad, but you can't even get out in your yard.
They
They're
are
so bad.
bad, even at the store, anywhere you get out there.
They're bad.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Tell
Well-
them to put some of them traps in them ditches. Kill
That's right, I had to get them.
Yeah.
You got some idea?
No, mostly, Howard, this is about the other guardrail. Commissioners don't mind. Page 51 on your report, item 5, inform the board that after the November 16th meeting, I was informed that there was an accident report regarding the damage to the 12th Street and Bluff Road guardrail. The state attorney office will include the amount to repair the guardrail to its original state as part of the plea deal. It'll be part of the gentleman's restitution. I sent a copy of the accident report to the clerk's office so that it could be forwarded to our insurance company, because the accident report also includes the gentleman's insurance company as part of that report. So I just wanted to let you guys know, since we're talking about
That's one in
guardrail.
Aflac.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we will get money to fix that back.
Okay.
Okay.
we'll do it.
And one last thing, Mr. Chairman, this is really for the public's benefit. This happens periodically, and I just want to talk to Howard about it briefly, because I think it's happening again. The inmate squad's coming out of the prison, we're not getting them as regularly as we have in the past, and so when the community wonders what's going on, it's not any fault of the county. It's just the situation of the Department of Corrections. When they have a shortage of employees, they take inmate supervisors and they turn them into prison guards, and therefore the inmates themselves cannot be let out. So that's a big part of our workforce that gets work done in the community. It's state inmate supervised squads, and when they don't get let out, we can't pick any more up. We're only certified so many.
And that's what we got 5 crews. We got 5 inmate crews ourselves that keeps this whole county up. And the 2 state crews, and a lot of times the state's short and they keep their people in, which we don't get the state crews.
And they're bigger crews.
Right, 6 and 7. But we could add another crew, especially through the summertime. You're looking at probably 7 months that we just steady go.
Now, if you add another crew, it means you add another employee to the
Right.
So it's a monetary issue.
Right.
But just sometimes people say, they question why things aren't getting done. Right now, we aren't getting the crews out of the Department of Corrections on a regular basis.
Question?
Yes, sir.
Is it a permanent problem, you think, or?
It comes and goes. It's been a big problem for the last year or so. I'll defer to Howard.
Next couple of years, yes, sir, which is state short employees. And then, if somebody's off or something, they got to have their men in there inside the prison working. So.
The warden said last time she was here, they were down something.
44 jobs.
Right.
4 jobs right now, so that means you don't have that.
She's here in meetings, this is one of the first ones she's not here.
But this time,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Commissioner.
this time of year, you go inspect it, cause, people taking vacation and everything.
Yes, sir.
So it probably slow down by the first to get back to normal.
Yeah, I hope so. But it's something that's happened has regularly in the past.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else have anything for Howard? Thank you, Howard.
Thank y'all.
Solid Waste, Fonda Davis.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Just an update on the compactor, the burning of the compactor. The 23rd of November, we come in to work and found the compactor on fire. So we're in touch with the insurance company, and the engineer is supposed to be down today at 11 o'clock to see what caused the fire. And after that, then the adjuster will come and tell us what the value of it. We had insurance on the compactor. It was valued at the time in 2004, $420-some thousand. Had full coverage, but over the period of years, that depreciation. So we don't know what we're gonna get yet until after they come down. But I give you all a couple quotes on the compactor. And you got 2 ways. We could either lease or either buy outright. So I put that in front of you.
I think finance would ask that you all wait to see what the adjustment says of the value, and then kind of move from there. That's correct. And get some advice from finance about what they would recommend.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing right now, Fonda? You taking well, we don't have no bulldozer, do we, that we can?
We renting.
Okay, you're renting one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, they dropped it yesterday.
We got to have it.
That's correct.
Well,
So-
they keep us informed,
Okay.
we'll know.
What's the best route you think, Fonda, to take?
Well, only difference is that the buying outright, your payments would be a little bit higher, and your payments versus the 5-year lease, you're looking at about a $30,000 difference, but you have a balloon payment at the end of the lease of $185,000. So, and the lease, we still have to pay for the maintenance of it. So it just depends on the annual payment. The lease is $90,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here, you've got the payment being $126,638 over a 5-year term.
That's buying outright, yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
buying outright, 2.95 interest rate, which is not bad. But have you talked to Aaron over there at Finance?
Yes, ma'am. We spoke yesterday, and we also spoke with Ring Power again. They actually added another year which would even drop which is not here today, but we was trying to get it financed longer, and which was dropping another $10,000, where we went 6 years on it.
It's about the best to buy it outright, because if you lease it, we still gotta pay
The balloon payment.
and the balloon payment. We ain't coming out with that.
Well, I mean, but the thing about it is where you gonna buy it outright?
I mean,
Where you gonna get the money from to buy it outright?
I mean, if we had to buy, if we could
Yeah,
come up and get it,
yeah.
because if you're gonna lease it, you still gotta pay the upkeep on it, he said.
Yeah, the buying it outright is still be financed, Commissioner. It just, the payments would be more, be 126,000 plus, but it, we're leasing, they don't like to hear this, but just say 3 years into the lease, you decide you want to close the landfill, or for whatever reason the county couldn't afford to make the payment, you could get out the lease versus buying it out.
Sell the equipment though if you bought out, right?
That's correct. Yeah, you have equity in it. You could. That's right.
Well, because we don't know the value the insurance is going to give on us, it's
That's
early
what I'm
for us to
saying.
say what we need to spend. So I would say we need to wait till the insurance adjuster comes down, gives us a valuation, and then kind of go from there.
That's what I'm thinking.
That'll break the payments way down when they gonna give us something.
Yeah.
That'll break those big payments down each year.
Yeah.
Rather than leasing and having a big balloon payment at the end. I mean, we might as well to buy it outright as.
Well, yes, that's correct. But Commissioner, either way you look at it, you still gonna, whatever they give you, they give you 100,000 or they give you 200,000, you still gonna need that as your down payment. Or if you look at the quote here, either one of them will require your first down payment for whatever your annual payment gonna be. That's what your down payment would be. So whichever way you decide to go, rather than lease, it's 126,000, or I'm sorry, the outright is 126, and the lease would be $90,000.
But then on the lease, and you got either a balloon payment at the beginning or at the end.
Exactly.
So, I mean, to me, I think I'm like Alan, we need to wait and see what our adjuster's gonna do. You got the machine, rented.
Yes.
Right now, so, and it's pushing good, so let's
Yes.
keep it rolling until we can, figure out
Yes,
what to
that
do.
machine is about renting. It's
Yeah.
about $10,800 a month. So.
Yeah, no, we won't rent it for very long, but
Right.
good news is this time of year, we don't have as much garbage after summertime, so it's a little less dealer, isn't it, right now?
No, it don't matter about the garbage. So for the renting, they're gonna charge you.
No, I
the same thing.
They're gonna charge you for that dozer regardless. Yes.
But still, it should be only a month or so, no more than a month around before it gets resolved.
Like you say, depends.
And how much are we-
How fast the insurance company move. Yeah.
Fonda, how much are we paying for the renting of the machine?
$2,700 a week.
A week?
Yes, ma'am.
About right,
Yeah,
that's about right.
exactly.
That's about right, though. $700 a week.
Can you not rent it during one of the weeks in December when is landfill closed for 3 or 4 days there? Is there a week you may not need it? Between Christmas and New Year's?
Oh, Christmas Day, they don't. I mean, to transport it, to come get it, this cost we closed a week. And to bring it back, they charge for free. You like $2,000 for delivery and pick.
They got you.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna let you haul it off.
Yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have for you this morning.
Anybody have anything for Fonda?
I have one item, Mr. Chairman. Page 51, item number 6. County staff received a complaint with pictures of what appears to be illegal dumping on St. George Island. This is an ongoing problem that county staff has been dealing with for some time. Mr. Davis has informed this company on previous occasions of their violations. Board action to authorize Attorney Schuler to review the information and proceed with enforcement action if appropriate. Kind of changed my last sentence there. But we really need Attorney Schuler to move, because, I mean, we can't, staff can't be talking and talking and talking.
Is it the same company that's been doing it all this time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them, let's put it that way.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Have a motion second on the floor. All in
Comment, Mr.
favor? Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman. We having some of the same issues on Brownsville Road, where Oyster Road meets Brownsville, and I'm sure Fonda's aware of the situation. Getting a lot of complaints. The county cleans it up, they go back and dump it again. Some reports saying it's coming from other counties, just as we had incidences on the east end of the county a while back. We're having the same issue with the west end of the county, and
So it's becoming a major problem with garbage, I think, coming from out of our county, coming in here and just dumped on the side of the road. So it's becoming a prevalent issue for all the communities in the county. So we're going to have to do something about enforcing it. I mean, pure household garbage thrown on the side of the roads, and you know that ain't the proper way to handle your garbage and all. Throwing it on the side of the road to be tore apart by bears, and which creates another problem. So I agree we need to do something about enforcing some of our ordinances to try to alleviate some of the problem.
Do you want us to add to the motion your part?
Well, I mean, we don't have an offender in this particular situation, but if I'm gonna go out there and clean it up, and next week it's the same, it's like a garbage dump, week after week after week. Maybe we need to put a camera on the situation, to get a tag number, to get, just as revealed in this particular situation where somebody's got actual pictures of the company dumping it or the individual dumping it, you know, get a tag number where we can lead to some prosecution on some of this stuff.
Maybe the sheriff department may have some cameras or something.
Yeah.
Well, you can check on that, Fonda, because when people's been coming to me complaining about it, and they're not too fond of it being there on that road, you know, just constant, repetitive, you know, week after week after week.
I'm with you, Commissioner. I mean, I like the whole, you know, if you see something, say something. Send us a picture. And that was one of the things I was talking about, the change in the website with that link, where you could just take a picture, jot a little note, and send it straight to me. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Well,
where it works pretty well.
I have to agree with Commissioner Parrish. It needs to be something uniform all over the county, because all of us have problems, so in the different areas, and it needs to be something.
This happens to be the first time we got a picture.
Well, the city of Carabel wrote one up last week, $500, made him pick it up from Sop Chop. He dumped it in Carabel, contractor. They wrote him a ticket.
But they need to do something about it, because it make the whole county look bad.
Need to put some teeth into it.
Yes, ma'am.
And,
That was my comments, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
So I think you're going to ask for the motion to be included.
Well, I think
We have a motion and a second.
The Sheriff's Department look for, get some cameras first. There's nothing to be, there's no offender in the other one, Michael.
Yeah.
Correct. That's the way I understood it as well,
Okay.
is the motion would include Fonda looking at
Any-
expanding the
any
surveillance for these other areas throughout the county to find an offender.
Motion going to cover all of that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got a motion and a second on the floor. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Fonda.
Okay, thank you all.
Ms. Pam Brownell, Emergency Management.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Commissioners, I have one action item this morning. Board approval for accepting Florida Retrofit Construction Company located in Palm Bay, Florida as the Residential Construction Mitigation Program contractor.
What that entail, Pam?
He is the selected contractor to do the work for our residential mitigation program.
Oh, okay, for the,
Yeah, yes.
Got to have a motion.
so moved.
Have a motion second on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And we will start moving forward. Once we get the figures into the state, they'll start approving the houses, and then we can start actually doing some work.
That's good. Great.
Anybody have anything for Pam?
You still taking applications on that?
Yes, sir, because we do have another grant coming. I don't know why they haven't sent that grant, because we got awarded another grant, residential construction mitigation grant. So we're continuously taking the applications. We're still taking applications in. We're still processing the houses.
Well, why'd you add it? How about kind of tell the people what's going on with this grant? Why'd you?
Okay, the residential mitigation grant is wind mitigation for homes. And what we're looking for is we hired a wind mitigation inspector. He comes out and inspects the home, and then he comes back with a report that tells us exactly what is wrong with that home. And then we have to go in and do the figures of what we think it might cost and send it to the state. And then they either approve the house, or they tell us that we we've got to figure out a way to get the price lower, because if it costs more than the house is valued at, then they're going to automatically deny it, but they do. If you need a new roof, then we'll replace the roof. We opt not to put in windows, because when you start tearing into someone's home, you don't really know what you're going to find. So we decided that we would shutter windows instead of tear them into it. The state also requires now that there is an out-swinging door on every home that we mitigate. If your home is not tied down, we've had to include that also in the price of tying your home down, to make sure that if you get a strong wind, that it's not going to shift your house off its foundation. Okay. And it's free to the public. This is state money. It's not a match grant.
Contact you.
Yes, sir. Just come out to our office, pick up an application, and we'll start the process.
Sounds good.
Is that all?
That's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, you want to do the LMS thing while Pam's here? Because I know it's a correction. You're item 1.
On it? Correction?
Well, I said 2 years, effective 5.
5 years.
Oh.
Okay. Item 1, which is page 50, inform the board that Alan has coordinated with Pam and Mr. Brian Griffith, he's of Dewberry, to amend the county's required local mitigation strategy, known as the LMS, to include replacing the East Point lift station serving the county jail and landfill. The EOC is in the final stage of updating the LMS, and Alan asked Pam to include the replacement of the lift station as a high priority on the LMS. Mr. Griffith is looking at funding sources. One of these source funds projects are listed on the LMS. The updated LMS is being submitted for state review in December. After the state finds the LMS in compliance, Pam will then ask for the county commission to adopt it. The deadline for updating the LMS is February 16, 2016, so Pam's office is on schedule. For board information, the state requires the LMS to be updated every 5 years. In the past, the LMS has provided points for projects that did get funding, such as raising the approaches to the bridge over Pine Log Creek. That's just for information.
Michael, also we have to have the 2 municipalities adopt this LMS.
Okay, so both cities has to.
Both cities have to adopt this
it
LMS,
also.
yes.
So we need to send it to them.
For
their board meeting.
When the state actually looks at it and approves it, then I'll come back to the board and ask them to adopt it, and I'll have to be asking the 2 municipalities to adopt it, which shouldn't have any problem, because they do have projects in this LMS.
All right, thank you, Ms. Pam. Eric Love Strand.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I don't have any action items from the Extension Program for you this morning. I did want to mention that we had a 4-H youth club booth at the North Florida Fair this year for the first time in many, many years. So that program is staying active and getting involved in other ways. So.
Anybody got anything for Eric? Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Miss Amy Anderson, East Point Medical Center update.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. My name is Amy Anderson. I'm the center manager at East Point Medical Center. I'm here to give an update for the center. Our goal is to provide quality primary care services to the entire Franklin County community, including the underserved and uninsured. We are staffed by one provider. Diane Napier is our nurse practitioner. She treats patients from infants to adults and is currently accepting new patients. We also have a full-time and part-time receptionist and an LPN who are all local here to Franklin County. We accept most insurances, including Capital Health Plans, Medicaid, HMO, Medicare, and Florida Blue. We are also able to offer a discounted fee for services on a sliding fee basis to our patients who do not have insurance or who are underinsured. East Point Medical Center also provides a smoking cessation class with Big Ben AHEC. on a monthly basis. The class provides free tips and tools to patients and the community to help them quit smoking. And North Florida Medical Centers as a whole, our corporation, we have received a second-year grant from the Walgreens Colorectal Screening Initiative. This grant provides screenings to our patients 50 to 75 with no cost to the patient. In the past year, we have had 150 patients with positive results. East Point Medical Center is able to provide a certified application counselor to help the community members obtain health insurance through the federal marketplace, Medicaid, and Florida Kid Care. Our counselor, Pat Walker, is here, and she can tell you a little bit more about what she does.
Morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to talk just a little bit about the Affordable Health Care Act that is through the marketplace. One of the services that we do provide to the community is helping consumers with the application process. Eligibility, we find out first if they're eligible. Then we help them enroll and select a health plan that meets their needs. Because you do have to have a source of income to be able to purchase a health plan through the marketplace, everybody is not eligible. So for those who are not eligible to purchase a health plan, we do assist them, as Amy mentioned, with Medicaid and also Florida Kid Care. And the same thing, we'll help them with the entire application process. If they have any questions or any concerns, we will help them. Open enrollment started November 1st, and it will go, excuse me, it will go until January 31st, 2016. So we're really just trying to get the word out to the community that this is a service that is provided, and I do help consumers at East Point Medical Center with the application process and anywhere else. So if there are community agencies or organizations that would like to have this information provided to their community, we will also provide that. And then for those who are not eligible for the marketplace, Medicaid, Kid Care, the slide scale fee that Amy had mentioned is something that they will at least be able to get primary health care with a qualified physician at East Point Medical Center. I do have information because it's not just offered in this community, it's offered in several other counties throughout Florida, and I do have information on that if you would like it. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
How many patients are you seeing a day, would you estimate?
Right now, we're averaging maybe 10 a day.
And what are your hours?
8 to 5.
Monday through Friday?
Yes, sir.
Anybody have any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.